My man Czar make tracks like this.
What's going on, y'all? I want to give you a review of the API 529. This is the new stereo compressor from API. So a lot of people, including myself, has been wanting a API 2500 in the 500 series, and this is API's answer to that. However, this is not an exact replica of the 2500 and 500 series, though it does share most of the features from the 2500. It does not have the link feature from the 2500, and the attack has a greater range and the release has a greater range on the 529 over the 2500. On the 529, the attack goes up to 50 milliseconds. The release goes up to 4 seconds, which is longer than what you get on the 2500. I believe the 2500 goes up to a 30 millisecond attack time and a 3-second release time. As far as your other features, everything else is the same. Makeup gain, threshold, ratio, all the same as the 2500. So, no, this is not an exact copy of a 2500, but, like I said, it's the closest you're going to get. I really wanted a stereo compressor in the 500 series that worked well on drums, that I could also double as a mix bus compressor if I wanted to. And I feel that the 529 really does that for me. I'm going to show you an example of it on drums and vocals and as well as mix bus. I'm going to go over a quick overview of it first, and then we will go through some examples. So you have going across the left, you got your input and output switch. The makeup gain, you can select automatic makeup gain or manual. You have a feedback or feed forward style. You have 3 different knee shapes: soft, medium, hard. Same with the thrust. You have normal, medium, and loud. The thrust is a patented API technology that is, you can think of it as a side chain, but it's not your typical side chain that just rolls off the low frequencies. The thrust has a shape to it. If you look in the manual, you can find out more about that. I don't want to get too technical in explaining that, but it is different than just a typical side chain in the compression circuit. You also have your input and out like the 2500. What's nice that you have here is with the green light in, the compressor is engaged. If you hold it, it will act as a hardwire bypass. However, if it's in and you just take it out, the signal still flows through the transformers and the circuitry of the 529. Also, everything is detinted, which makes for easy recall. All right, let's take a listen to some examples. First up, let's listen to it on some drums. So you definitely get that punchy API sound with the 529 on drums. Now let's listen to it on some background vocals. So with these background vocals, I'm going to get up to 10 dB of compression and listen to the second half of these vocals, how it really takes it up a notch. I've got the 529 bypass right now. So I'm going to loop it. I'm going to loop the vocals a few times, and again, pay attention to the second half, how it really takes it up a notch volume-wise. And I'm going to use the 529 to level this out.
I'd rather you be with me than out here running these streets. Baby, you're all that I need, all I love, all I need. I'd rather you be with me than out here running these streets. Baby, you're all that I need, all I love, all I need.
So you hear there with Baby, it really takes it up a notch. So we're going to level this out with the 529. Again, I'm going to get up to about 10 dB of compression and with a 4-to-1 ratio.
I'd rather you be with me than out here running these streets. Baby, you're all that I need, all I love, all I need. I'd rather you be with me than out here running these streets. Baby, you're all that I need, all I love, all I need. I'd rather you be with me than out here running these streets. Baby, you're all that I need, all I love, all I need.
So the 529 does a great job of smoothing that out, even at 10 dB of compression, where we're starting to get a lot of compression, but it's not folding, it's not sounding clamped. You can hear the compression, but again, it's not something that is coming across where it's just really smashing it. So it's really doing a good job of leveling it there. Let's go through it now, and let's play the same loop, and let's go through some of the other settings, the thrust, the knee, and we'll switch between the new and old.
I'd rather you be with me than out here running these streets. Baby, you're all that I need, all I love, all I need. I'd rather you be with me than out here running these streets. Baby, you're all that I need, all I love, all I need. I'd rather you be with me than out here running these streets. Baby, you're all that I need, all I love, all I need. I'd rather you be with me than out here running these streets. Baby, you're all that I need, all I love, all I need. I'd rather you be with me than out here running these streets. Baby, you're all that I need, all I love, all I need.
So you can hear there's definitely a difference between the new and the old style here. So the new is a feed forward, old is a feed back. And the new definitely has a more aggressive character and more color there with the new, where the old is more transparent and smooth. So for the mix bus, we're going to go with a 2-to-1 ratio, a 10 millisecond attack, and 0.2 second release. We're going to go with the old style, medium knee, and a normal thrust. All right, so I'm going to bring the compressor in and out. This is a artist named Mac Montees. This is the intro to his recently released album, Still on a Mission. And on this mix, I used the Smart C1LA, but for this example, of course, I'm swapping that out for the API 529.
It's your boy Mac Montees back once again like I never left. Still on the mission, baby, for the 2018. It's been a long time coming and a long time waiting. Here it is. Let's get it. Let's get it. Okay, we started back in 94 with a million ways to murder. It was me, two-tone, big cheese, killer DC, Loke, and my big brother. And I can't forget Tone Loke, one of the realest niggas that spoke with DJ Link, one and K-Red straight from Cali, man, we was dope. Fast forward 3 years later, Crime Click Soldiers was made up. Still to this day, it's one of my favorites. That tape, it should've went major. Around 2000, got them pounding. That's when niggas start wildin'. I remember taking my first trip to Cali, 18 and bout it. I'm on a mission, it's different, I'm trying to get millions. Stack up this paper, no catching, no feelings. Everything good when you feeding your children. I'm trying to leave on my house or a building. Family, loyalty, and my respect. I got to get it, don't need nothing else. If you around me, then that means I ride with your ass to the end. That's way after the death.
So there's an example of the 529 on mixed bus. Definitely pulls the vocals forward a little bit. It's a very nice complement to what I get with the C1 LA, and I'll likely do a video later for a comparison between the C1 LA and the 529 on mixed bus. But there's my review of the 529. I really like this compressor. It took me a while to find something that sounded good on mixed bus and drums. I'll also say that it is a stereo compressor. It's not a dual mono, but I have used it. I recently did a country song where I used so the lead vocal I had going through the left channel and the chorus I had going through the right channel. I was able to use it that way since they were playing it different times. So you can do that with it, of course. You can just run the vocal through one side if you want to process a lead vocal, even though it is a stereo compressor. But a very versatile compressor, very nice and punchy. Everything I've used it on so far has been great, which has really been vocals, drums, and a bass as well. All right, any questions, comments, let me know, and I'll catch y'all next time.